There's a good chance tonight's newsmaker will have a hand in how you get from one place to another in the near future. He is among the world's leading authorities on autonomous vehicles that drive themselves. Dr. Ali Karamadini is a professor in the College of Engineering at North Carolina A&T State University. And during his last 10 years at A&T, federal funding agencies and other partners have given him more than $55 million in research grants. And as you're about to see, his research has already hit the streets of Greensboro. On the campus of North Carolina A&T State University, where the video board on the sign out front constantly features elements of the transportation research happening here, and more than 200 robot coolers on wheels roam the campus transporting food students and staff have ordered from campus eating establishments using a smartphone app.
Transportation is an area that we can contribute really more, and then we were strategically thinking.
Robot coolers that will undoubtedly interrupt any interview you try to do on a sidewalk. And I've got to stop you here because this is a perfect example of automation. This is the world of Dr. Ali Karamadini. Why do we need self-driving vehicles?
I think technology and self-driving cars letting you to do your job, do your surfing internet,
yes,
answer emails, take your time the way that you want, and let the car to drive, and that's increases safety.
So safety is a big driving force.
There are so many, let's say, disabled people, elderly people, and so on. They're gonna also be assisted with the technology, and they
Absolutely.
can be effective members of the community. They can travel by themselves using the autonomous car, and so on. So that's another drive.
And this Aggie Auto illustrates how far the technology's come. Using multiple cameras mounted on the roof, a radar panel on the front bumper, and a LiDAR, or light detecting and ranging sensor, on the very top, the Aggie Auto and a few others like it can drive themselves. When we got inside this one, it was part of a 4-week pilot program during which Dr. Karamadini and his students tested them as part of a continuous loop shuttle service that took riders from the A&T campus to downtown Greensboro and back. Why does this vehicle need a driver right now? I know the law requires it.
Correct. First of all, the law requires it.
Yes.
But second is that still we are prototyping, we are testing. It is not commercialized yet.
Yes.
And in that situation, we always need a backup driver to take over the control of the car if needed.
The driver also initiates the movement by telling it where to go, and it does the rest. Speed limits capped at 25 miles an hour, and the vehicle isn't perfect yet handling intersections. So does the driver take over at each intersection?
Not necessarily. If it is green and if it is okay to go, so the car can drive it by itself.
Right.
Otherwise, the driver just prompt the car, hey, it is good to go, or no, stop.
It can look in front, behind, it can tell if there's a car in the lane and it will not move over.
Exactly. And it is handling intersection by itself.
Okay,
right
we
now.
have a green light here and it's
Yes.
it's slowing down by itself.
Correct.
It's
and there is
turning.
a passenger, there is a pedestrian there. And eventually it will go to the stop, to the parking spot by itself.
When the university bought these vehicles in 2020, they were already equipped with drive-by-wire technology, which uses electronic systems to control steering and activate brakes. Dr. Karamadini's team then added the software to make them autonomous and used this 2-mile track at the university's Gateway Research Park to test them. A key part of this work is to advance the technology to a point a driver won't have to be on standby to take over if needed, and to avoid accidents like what happened here in eastern North Carolina in 2022 when a Tesla on autopilot crashed into a law enforcement cruiser while the driver watched a movie. I take it that's an example. We're not quite there yet in terms of where you want to be with autonomous vehicles. Am I in the ballpark there?
That is correct. We are not there yet, but
Yeah.
we will be.
And that means one day we'll be able to use our phones to order one of these vehicles to pick us up and take us where we want to go.
Yeah. You already saw that a robot brought us food,
yes.
Right? So that can be scaled up to autonomous car. But also you can imagine thinking a little bit, even going further, and you can think of, you may not even need to have a car.
And that, too, is a key part of the research at North Carolina A&T, how to incorporate autonomous vehicles in public transportation and how that public transportation can better serve rural areas. The shuttle pilot program at A&T ended earlier this month. Dr. Karamadini and his team are now analyzing the research in hopes of advancing the technology even more.
Wow. So how long does he think it'll be before we see fully automated vehicles on the road with no human interaction?
He's hesitant to predict a time frame yet because so many different factors will play into that, but he definitely thinks it'll be in most of our lifetimes. Wow. And he also says cars capable of driving in urban areas with lots of intersections will be the last that we'll see. Autonomous cars out on the interstates will be the first. By the way, self-driving big rig long-haul commercial trucks are already on the roads in some parts of the country. A glimpse into the future of transportation.
Fascinating. Thank you, Neil. All right, a local